A character walks into the frame, but we don't see their face. We're focused on the gun in their hand. That one choice changes the whole meaning of the scene. That's shot focus as storytelling. Focus isn't just about sharpness, it's about control and visual storytelling. By guiding the viewer's attention using focus, you shape how they understand the scene, where they emotionally connect, and what they remember. In this video, we'll explore how to use depth of field, selective focus, and timing, not just to make your shots look good, but to make them communicate your story. Welcome back to That Media Prof. Now, focus refers to the clarity of your subject in the frame, but more importantly, it tells the audience what to pay attention to. Focus tells the audience who or what matters in the shot. If the wrong thing is in focus, or if everything is in focus, the viewer has to work harder to figure out what they need to look at. That weakens your storytelling. So make it easy and make it intentional. Who or what is in focus is often who or what the story is about in that specific moment. Now, depth of field is the range of distance within the shot that appears acceptably sharp. Shallow depth of field means that only a small part of the image is in focus. It's great for isolating a subject and creating intimacy. Deep depth of field means that most or all of the shot is in focus. It's great for group shots, environments, or scenes where everything is important. Now, three main factors control depth of field. The first one is aperture or f-stop. A wide aperture like f1.8 or f2.8 creates a shallow depth of field. That means less of the image is in focus, which helps isolate your subject and blur the background. A narrow aperture like f11 or f16 creates deep depth of field. More of the image appears sharp from the foreground to the background. The second one is focal length. Longer focal length lenses like 85mm or 135mm naturally compress space and reduce depth of field. Even with a moderate aperture, the background will blur more easily. Shorter lenses like 24mm or 35mm tend to produce deeper focus, especially when used at higher f-stops. The third one is distance from the subject. The closer your camera is to the subject, the shallower your depth of field becomes. Step back, even with the same lens and aperture, and more of your scene falls into focus. So how does this affect your storytelling? You can use shallow focus when you want the viewer locked onto one thing, a character's emotion, a key object, a moment of intimacy perhaps. It reflects subjectivity. It shows us what the character is focused on or what we should be focused on as the audience. You can use deep focus when you want context, when multiple elements in the frame are important. A character and the world around them perhaps, or two characters on opposite ends of the room, both emotionally and physically distant. Deep focus invites the audience to explore. Both are powerful tools. Both carry meaning. The key isn't which one you choose, it's why you choose it. Being intentional with your choice is important. So here are some ways that you can use focus for storytelling. The first one is a rack focus, and this is where you shift focus from one subject to another mid-shot. It draws attention, reveals surprise, or redirects the viewer's thinking. Focus pulling, on the other hand, keeps a moving subject sharp as they shift position. It requires precision, but it keeps the audience locked into that subject. And these fancy techniques are great, but they're not necessary. What matters most is clarity and intention. If everything is equally sharp and static, your audience can get overwhelmed. When you control focus, you guide their emotional attention and their intellectual journey. Just be consistent, have clear control. If everything is sharp all the time, the audience won't know what matters. So, focus gives your visuals clarity. It says, look here first, then notice this, and now shift your understanding to this. It's an invisible guide that connects your audience to your story. So be specific, be intentional, be strategic, and ask yourself, what does the audience need to see first? What do I perhaps want to reveal later? And who's the emotional center of this moment? Direct their eyes, and you direct their understanding and their attention. If you found this series on the shot as visual language helpful, I think you'll enjoy this next video. Subscribe to That Media Prof for more tips, techniques, and insights into the craft of media production. Thank you for watching. and I'll see you in the next one.